Tomorrow doesn't exist. If you're not acting now, you're already behind. Zillionaire. Get rich now. Chapter 0, Section. 0 to Zillionaire. Zero limits. Wealth begins when you ignite boundless ambition. Zillionaire. Get rich now. Prologue. Chapter 0, Sec. 0 to Zillionaire. Zero limits. Wealth begins when you ignite boundless ambition. Knock, knock. Who's there? Get rich now. It's not the typical greeting you'd expect, right? But what if I told you that this moment, the one you're experiencing right now, is the exact time for you to unlock the door to a reality where the extraordinary becomes ordinary, where wealth isn't just a far-off dream, but a tangible, immediate reality. A life where your financial destiny isn't determined by circumstances, by where you were born, or by how much money you start with. No, this is a life where wealth is created by your actions, and your ambitions determine how far you can go. You may think it sounds like an impossible fantasy, a dream too big to touch. I get it. Most people would think the same. It's the story of the dreamers, the wannabes, the wishful thinkers, people who are told to sit tight, wait for the right time, and do things step by step, slowly and cautiously. This is how the world trains you to think. And it's a lie. The right time doesn't exist. There's no such thing as waiting for the stars to align. There's no perfect moment for success. It's a myth, a lie perpetuated by those who want to keep you stuck in place. Success, wealth, and freedom aren't waiting for you to be ready. They're not sitting around, waiting for you to catch up. They're right in front of you, waiting for you to act. This is not some fantasy. This is a battle cry, a call to arms for those who are tired of waiting. Those who refuse to be ordinary, who dare to rise above the limitations of the past and embrace the idea that they can get rich now. Not tomorrow, now. I know what you're thinking, but I don't have the resources. I don't have the right education. I don't have what it takes. Here's the truth. None of that matters. What matters is your decision to act, right now, in this moment. You see, when you make the decision to become a zillionaire, you're not waiting for a right time or a perfect moment. You're creating that moment. You're igniting a fire within yourself, a fire that won't burn out, a fire that will fuel you as you rise higher than you've ever imagined. This journey isn't about slow progress. It's not about taking your time or going step by step. It's about instant momentum. It's about turning nothing into everything at quantum speed. In this book, you will learn how to make money, how to grow wealth, and how to do it at the speed of light. You will learn how to accelerate your life, to break down the barriers that have held you back, and to tap into the kind of power that transforms not only your bank account, but your entire life. This is the Zillionaire formula, a method for creating wealth fast. Not over years. Fast. Zero, starting with nothing. Now, let's talk about starting with nothing. Most people think that to become rich, they need some sort of head start, a trust fund, a wealthy family, an opportunity handed to them. The truth? That's not how wealth is created. Wealth is created from zero, and zero is your most powerful tool. When you start from zero, you have no limitations. No debts, no expectations, no rules to follow. You have a blank slate, a fresh start. And most importantly, you have freedom. You are not weighed down by the mistakes, regrets, or failures of your past. You are free to create your future. When you have nothing, there is no one telling you what you can't do. No one to stop you from dreaming big. In fact, having nothing is the best place to begin. Because when you have zero, there are no excuses. There's no comfort zone to hold you back. You have no choice but to push forward. Zero is freedom. It's unlimited potential. Zero is where you can break the mold, discard the rules, and become the creator of your own destiny. It's the perfect starting point to start creating wealth at the speed of light. Think about the greatest entrepreneurs of our time. They didn't start with millions in the bank. They didn't have some secret advantage. They started from zero. They created wealth from nothing, and you can do the same. The speed of wealth, act now. Now that we've established that zero is where wealth begins, let's talk about speed. Most people are too slow. They plan too much. They think they have to get everything perfect before taking action. That's where they fail. Wealth rewards speed. The quicker you act, the quicker you grow. The faster you move, the sooner opportunities come to you. Here's the secret. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to wait for the stars to align. You just need to start. And you need to start now. I'm not talking about waiting until you feel ready. I'm not talking about perfecting every little detail before taking action. I'm talking about making a decision, right now, to move forward, no matter what. This is Zillionaire speed, the ability to move faster than anyone else, to take massive action before the opportunities pass by. The world is moving at a relentless pace, and if you don't keep up, you'll miss out. The wealth you desire will slip through your fingers. Momentum is the key. The faster you move, the faster wealth starts to flow. The faster you act, the sooner you start seeing results. But you have to start now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. The Zillionaire formula, break the mold. Wealth doesn't follow the rules of society. It doesn't come from doing things the safe way or taking the traditional path. It doesn't come from waiting your turn. The Zillionaire formula is for those who are ready to break the mold. It's about rejecting the norms, the expectations, the slow path to success. It's about moving faster. It's about thinking bigger. It's about creating your own rules and acting on them immediately. In this book, you will learn how to think outside the box, how to make bold decisions quickly, and how to start building wealth faster than you ever thought possible. Forget everything you've been taught about wealth. Forget the slow and steady approach. That's for the average. This is for the exceptional. If you want to get rich, you need to start thinking like a zillionaire. A zillionaire isn't someone who follows the crowd. A zillionaire doesn't wait for things to happen. A zillionaire makes things happen and makes them happen now. Momentum, the snowball effect. Once you start moving, you build momentum. And momentum is the key to unstoppable success. At first, it may seem like things are moving slowly, but as you continue to take action, you gain speed. You start seeing results, and then it becomes a snowball effect. The key to wealth is not about taking tiny, cautious steps. It's about taking massive action. And once you start, you won't be able to stop. The more you do, the more you'll attract. The more you create, the more wealth will come to you. Momentum creates momentum. As you act, things begin to fall into place faster than you ever thought possible. The power of now. Now is your moment. You've heard the call. You've felt the fire inside of you. This is your time. The world is moving fast, and you need to act now before you lose your chance. Most people think success is for the lucky few. They think the wealthy were somehow chosen to be rich. That's a lie. Success isn't about luck. It's about decisions and actions. The people who succeed are the ones who act immediately. You don't need to wait for the right moment. You don't need to wait for everything to be perfect. Now is the only moment you have. Now is when you act. Now is when you start your journey towards Zillionaire. Conclusion. Start your path to unstoppable wealth. The moment has arrived. The door is open. The question is, will you step through it? The Zillionaire formula is waiting for you. The life you've always dreamed of is within your reach, but you have to act now. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Only today does. Only now. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Your journey to wealth, freedom, and success starts now.